unscripted and unfiltered on Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man that goes by many names and monikers. Back again, another Wednesday, 8-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like it took me a little minute to get everything squared away, but we Gucci, right? We are Gucci now. So I'm gonna go with if it wins, it begins, right? Because that whole if it bleeds, it leads that the regular news does. Yeah, I don't rock that. You know what I'm saying? Well, me, if it wins, it begins. That's number one. But at the same time, before I get to my lead story, my lead thought that I want to kick it off with, I'm eventually gonna do a segment on like hold on, I gotta put this down on because I need both hands. Black units of measure. You know what I mean? So like what I just said, like it took me a little minute. That's a black unit of measure. You know, like white folk don't try to understand this. You not gonna understand it. You not gonna. These are things to where if black people say certain things, only other black people will be able to like fill in the blank. If black people start these sentences, only other black people would be. Now this is excluding the white folk that frequent black people. So you know, y'all excluded. But I'm talking about you white folk that just hang around white folk. You know, y'all ain't gonna know. Like if a black person says, God is good all the time, and all the time, you have no clue what to say. Not a clue. If I said, hey, I'll be there in a little minute, you don't know what the hell time I'm gonna show up. You know? I'll be like, hey, let me hold fire till tomorrow. You have no idea when I'm gonna give you that $5 back. Because you're not. Anyway, if it wins, it begins. So here we go. I don't know like another if it wins it begins story other than them Kansas City Chiefs. Dig it. So only undefeated team in the NFL right now, and just picked up D-Hop. So when the rest of you who are, I don't know, Raiders fans, is there such thing anymore? Like Dallas Cowboys fans, like everybody from Baltimore is pissed off at us right now, right? And like everybody from Cincinnati, like they want to do bad things to us. You know, like everybody from Cincinnati. We're gonna keep that between us. But everybody from Cincinnati, like they smoking right now. You know. Back to Baltimore real quick. So Baltimore got something against us for real. I mean, like they got a serious issue with not the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Not the Chiefs, but with people from Kansas City as a whole. They got a problem with all of Kansas City sports. Like the Royals kick they butt, the Chiefs kick they butt. So the Royals we own the Orioles. So let's just start right there. And then the Chiefs just be doing. We turn Lamar Jackson into Lamar Odom. Like it's like he's like a power forward out there throwing a basketball just right to us. I mean, he's just not the same dude when he plays the Kansas City Chiefs. Be that as it may. So we just picked up D-Hop. Now, I don't have a problem. I am ecstatic that we picked up D-Hop. You know, there was a few options out there. I would have been cool with Amari Cooper. I would have been cool with a gang of them because Patty Mahomes can turn. He can make your high school water boy look like a superstar, right? So I really wasn't tripping. He took a team of donkeys to the Kentucky Derby last year. So I'm not worried about it at all. So I really wasn't tripping about who we picked up. But D-Hop got some of the best hands in the game, period. You know, D-Hop's hands is ridiculous. You know, you're talking about a veteran receiver who has been underutilized the whole time. He's been underutilized for at least the last 4 or 5 years. Going back to Arizona, D-Hop been underutilized, which means that he got some life in the tank. He got some gas left, right? So I'm with it, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, I'm with D-Hop coming to the Chiefs. Hopefully Juju can come back and be healthy and do his thing, you know. But you're talking about Worthy, D-Hop. I don't know what Sky Moore is gonna do. Like, he vexes me. Like, I'm vexed dealing with Sky Moore. Like, I wish we could trade him for somebody else because he just doesn't do anything. Like, I'm not even asking for a whole lot out of Sky Moore at this point. Like, get us in good field position on a punt return. That's just get us to the 40. Just have I'm not even saying run it all the way back. That's going to exceed. If you run it back, that's going to exceed my expectation. So that's not even what I'm asking. What I'm asking, just get us in, just get us in good position to shorten the field. You know, that's all I want. Kansas City Chiefs, undefeated, 5-0. I don't know who the hell thought the 49ers was gonna beat us. I don't. If you did, shame on you. You know, if you thought the 49ers was gonna beat us, you might be a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm just saying. I know I'm on the Cowboys, but y'all just suck. Anyway, last part, and then I'm gonna get to it. So, my question is this: number one, how many of y'all just gave up on the season when we got D-Hop? I'm just curious. Like, hit the comments if when you realize that the Kansas City Chiefs, we didn't get Demarcus Robinson, we didn't get him back. We didn't get, you know, like a lower tier player. We got, you know, D-Hop going to the Hall. D-Hop going to Canton. He going to Canton. So let's not even play them games. D-Hop's going to Canton, right? Especially after this year. But D-Hop going to Canton. How many of y'all just gave up on the season when we got D-Hop? Just like, you know what? Forget that. You know, I'm tired of rooting against the Chiefs. You know, and just like, all right, they gonna win it. Number one, that part. Secondly, let's just say, and I'm just throwing this out, you know, as a possibility. I'm just throwing it out. You know what I'm saying? You can catch it over the shoulder, you know, diamond, however you want to catch it, right? Like diamond done low, pinkies together. You know what I'm saying? Like catch it how you want it, right? But what if we go undefeated? Hear me out. What if the Kansas City Chiefs go undefeated, matching the feat of the Patriots, exceeding the feat of the Miami Dolphins, 14 games? That's nothing. What if we go undefeated and win a Super Bowl? So you're talking about undefeated season, Super Bowl, dynasty. Come on. So the debate between who's better between Pat and Brady ends at that time. Yes or no? The debate between who is the more legendary quarterback. Is it Brady with 7 rings, or would it be Pat with 4 rings and a dynasty and an undefeated regular season 3 in a row. Nobody's ever done that. 3-peat, undefeated season, 4 rings. Come on, man. For real, the only thing that would, in my mind, absolutely lock it in, nail it down, solidify it, stamp it officially is 5 rings. And it don't even matter when he wins the 5th ring. You know what I'm saying? 5 rings, 3 in a row, dynasty, undefeated season. Brady is number 2, hands down. Period. All right, so tonight's episode, and there's some sketchiness, but Libra season is over, depending on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe Scorpio either starts today or tomorrow. I'm not really sure, to be perfectly honest with you, because I've seen things that said that Libra begins on the 22nd of September and ends October 23rd. And then there's other things that saying that Libra begins on September 23rd and ends October 22nd. That's the one I rock with, right? So Libra ended yesterday, which means we are officially now in Scorpio going into November. And this episode is to help you to understand your local Libra, right? I got a lot of homeboys that's Libras, you know. And I was, on my mama, I was just about to say your name. Oh my mama. I was about to say I got a lot of homeboys that's Libras. My dude, he a Libra, he a October Libra, I'm a September Libra. Libras there is a slight difference. And me and O done talked about this for years. There is a slight difference in September Libras and October Libras, but for the most part, a Libra is a Libra. You know what I'm saying? And so but that's why Libras vibe with each other. You know, Libras are some of Libra's best friends. You dig? Because we understand each other. We understand our balances and our imbalances. We understand how people from the outside look at us, and not too much. It's not a lot of difference, but there's like the quintessential traits of Libra translate through from September to October. I think the only reason there's a difference between September Libras and October Libras is because by the time October arrives, the Libras, okay, so say for example me, right? The difference between myself and a purely October Libra is I'm catching the tail end of Virgo, right? So going into within that 5-day window, going from Virgo into Libra, there's a window, right? And if you come within us, if you are a September Libra, you're catching that tail end of Virgo as Virgo fades out into Libra, and therein lies the difference between your September Libras and your October Libras, right? Because October Libras, all they got is Libra, unless they are a late October Libra, right? Now you got Scorpio trying to pull you in to you start getting some of the traits of Scorpio because you getting some of Scorpio. So if you falling in between like the 1st of October and the last portion of Libra, which would be like yesterday, then you might be getting some of Scorpio, just like September Libras get the tail end. You getting the beginning of Scorpio, just like we're getting the end of Virgo. I ain't gonna say Libra and Virgo don't get along. It just so Virgos to me tend to like fixer-uppers, you know what I'm saying? And because they like fixing shit, they like fixing people, right? And Libras love a challenge, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like they blend because of that, because it's like the Virgos looking at you like, oh, you're broken, you need so much help. And so they want to help us, right? Not realizing we don't need help, we just healing, because everybody else seem crazy as hell to us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are people not more logical? Like, why do y'all not get it? That's what it, you know what I'm saying? So it's a misconception, and then we love the challenge of a Virgo just because Virgos is half crazy, you know. So let's just keep it a buck. Virgos is half crazy, and the craziest thing about Virgos being crazy, they know they are. They just don't like admitting it. They know they crazy though, you know. So that's kind of thing about the Virgos. Hold up. Without question. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's not about that Libras don't get along with Virgos. You know what I'm saying? Libras get along with Virgos. Hell, they signed right before us. Hell, we get along with Scorpios. You know, Scorpios is like our evil little brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios can be evil. You know, they just are evil little brothers and sisters. Like my dude Perion, he is Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy though. You know, he's just nuts. You did? I'm not saying that all of y'all don't admit that you're crazy. I'm saying some of y'all don't want to admit it. Okay, and keep this in mind. There's a difference between, I ain't gonna say difference, but there's a separation of church and state between the male Virgos and the female Virgos. Just like male Libras and female Libras. Essentially, we're the same. You know, we all made up of the same stuff, but there are the differences. You know what I'm saying? But I personally get along with male and female Virgos, like some of my best friends, right? All right, but tonight's episode is to help you that don't understand your local Libra to understand your local Libra, and I'm glad O's watching. You know what I'm saying? Correct me if you believe that I'm getting the facts misconstrued. But I think, let me see. One of the first things you gotta understand about your local Libra is that we have some of the purest intentions in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we mess with you, we mess with you. Like, a Libra is one of the most loyal people you will have. We are loyal to a freaking fault. You know what I'm saying? And we're patient. Libras have a tendency to be entirely too patient, you know, and we're patient and we're loyal because we're people pleasers. You know, we try to please everybody, you know. Now, your upper conscious level Libras understand after a while of maturity, we can't please everybody, you know, and we get to a level, I say we, because I've come to this understanding. Oh, you need to understand what's going on with Libra right now, though. What's going on with Libra right now is like some once in a lifetime type, well, I ain't gonna say once in a once in a lifetime type stuff. Like, it's some stuff that's happened only over the last 49 years. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a Libra and you are experiencing some shit that's like some monumentally life-changing stuff for real, since I would say the middle of September, the beginning of the middle of September, going on until like the well, hell, probably next week, prior to the 1st of November. If you are experiencing some stuff that you really can't explain, if you woke up, when was that? This was like a week ago. If you woke up and you just pissed off and couldn't understand why, or if you're going through some life-changing stuff, I'm telling you, it's because of these moons and these suns and these stars that's treading through Libra. It's crazy right now. And they say this stuff only happens once every 49 years. So once a lifetime, unless you live to be 90. You did. So you might get it twice. But by the time you're that old, who's gonna care? Right? Hey, so I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So because they got Libra messed up, and I'm gonna explain why, right? But first, keep that in mind. Keep in mind that we got some of the most purest intentions that you'll ever come across in a sun sign, right? And what we love hard, And so understand that about your local Libra. Understand this too. We are your classic over. Classic over. We're overachievers. We're overthinkers. We're overanalyzers. We analyze everything. Everything. We analyze. That's what we do, right? We overthink. Our brains very rarely shut off. Like if you are a Libra and you find yourself you wake up in the morning, it's like, man, I went to bed at 10:30. It is 9 o'clock and I didn't sleep but like 5 hours, because your brain wouldn't shut off. You was thinking about some shit before you went to sleep, and it followed you all the way into your REM, and you couldn't go to sleep, because your brain continues to overstimulate you, because we are impressed by so much. We are interested in anything interesting, So if it's interesting, it's gonna be your local Libra that wanna check it out, read it, do it, something, If it's interesting at all, it ain't gotta be interesting to nobody else. It'll be interesting to us and the rest of the Libras, right? So understand that we overthink and we overanalyze, So we do gotta kind of temper that down, but all of that kind of it feeds our instinct, right? And it fuels our intuition. Libras are some of the most intuitive people on the planet. I'm telling you, a Libra is inherently intuitive. Like because we can feel, because like Libras are some of the most kind people you'll come across. Like we are exceptionally kind. We are not nice. Do not get the two misconstrued. We're not nice. We're kind. There's a difference between nice and kind. Because the one thing you don't want to do, now I'm telling you the do's. Here's one of the don'ts. Here's your first don't. Don't get into a battle of wits or a battle of words with a Libra. You are woefully unarmed. I'm telling you right now. Libras have some of the most lethal tongues in the game. Let me be the first to tell you. Libras got lethal tongues. If you have ever been tongue lashed by a Libra, you have experienced a true tongue lashing. And I'm talking about if they really went in on you. Like, I ain't saying if they care about you and they take it easy on you. No. I'm talking about if they care about you when they let you have it. Because they'll let somebody that they care about have it. Look, me and the homie Little Demon went through this 30 years ago. The worst thing you could do is befriend a Libra and betray him. That's the worst thing you could do. Befriend a Libra and betray him. When I tell you, the battle of words will begin, and it's only going to be brief. Because for real, if we care about you, if we care about you, we might still argue. It's when we stop arguing. Pay attention. Pay attention when we stop arguing with you. Pay attention when we get quiet. When a Libra gets quiet, it's deafening. It's deafening when we get quiet. And when we add the Libra stare, it's over. Like, we could see you on fire. Just drink a gallon of water. And we'll only piss on you to say that we pissed on you. That's the only reason why we would do it. Not because we care, not because we're trying to put the fire out, but just say, I pissed on that food. You know what I'm saying? Because we petty like that. we petty like that, you know. We're not petty in the way that other people are petty. Our pettiness is our pettiness is more intellectual. You know what I'm saying? We're not petty in the normal way of being petty. We petty in a whole way that only a few of y'all could comprehend. It's because you're not smart. But that's to kick it off. All right, what else? Libras prefer quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that like across the board. Like if a Libra has, and we don't really trip on money. We understand the value of, we really don't care about money. We care about the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we care about the actual resource. Like, we understand the purpose of money, you know, and you got different kind of Libras. You know what I'm saying? You got your boss Libra that is, you know, could walk out of whatever, walk into whatever else and become the CEO of it. And you be like, didn't this Negro just start like last week? How's he the CEO of the company? That's Libra shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some Libra shit, you know? But so let's say that a Libra winds up with $50 million, right? $50 million. You're not really gonna see us in the biggest house. If we become a billionaire, you're not gonna see us in the biggest house. Our house is going to be dope because we enjoy beauty, right? Dope don't mean we gotta buy half the block. You know, if we buy half the block, it's for the real estate purpose. It's not to live in it. You know what I'm saying? If we buy half the block, we about to build some businesses down the street. It's not because we trying to live or own half the block to live in the block. Like, we're going to be comfortable, you know. We are going to be comfortable. We're going to be straight, you know. Our house is going to be gorgeous. Trust and believe, just because we like beauty, you know. We enjoy looking at beautiful shit. So you gonna come in Libra's house, we gonna have all kinds of paintings in our shit. It's gonna be dope. But the house, if we got 500 million, the house might be, it might be what, 750,000. It might be $1 million, you know. But we'll have like $5 million worth of shit in it, you know? So we don't trip about that type stuff. We'll have 2 cars and a bike. We ain't about to go all ludicrous and have all, and I mean ludicrous in both facets, for those of y'all keeping up. We're not gonna go all ludicrous. Meaning we ain't gonna go crazy and buy a bunch of stuff, and just like the rapper Ludacris, you know. We're not about to do all that, you know. We like to have 2 cars, our luxury car, our sports car. Yeah, our luxury car, our sports car, and a bike. That's probably it. Don't need no whole bunch of shit. Can only drive one of them at a time. So we don't care about all that, you know. We might have a helicopter. But, you know, that serves a purpose. We need a helipad in case shit get bad. We need to get airborne quick and get away. it serves a purpose. It's logical. It's beneficial. It's not because, for no other purpose, but safety. All right. So with friends, we value quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? We don't want 1,000 sheeple as friends. You know what I'm saying? Give me 7 lions. I'm good. Give me 7 lions. I don't need no whole bunch of friends. You don't. I happen to have a lot of friends simply because I'm a good dude, and I just know a lot of people, and a lot of my guys is good dudes, but all I need is a few. I only need a few. I got a lot, and I'm thankful for all y'all, but I only need a few. With that being said, the quality of my time as a Libra is very important, right? People for some reason think that Libras are just, and I don't know, maybe my October brothers and sisters, maybe this is y'all. I'm speaking for myself personally right now, right? Yes, we are social beings. We love being social. We can kick it with anybody. We can converse with anybody, We can have fun anywhere. We can make anywhere fun. But at the same time, we are not we. Again, I'm talking about myself. I am a social loner. I could be social around everybody. And at the same time, I could be by my damn self and be just as happy either way. I could be just as happy within a crowd full of people with club music and kicking it and having fun, or I could be just as content either which way, right? So that might be me. That might be all Libras. I don't know. Maybe all y'all is all social. I'm not all social all the time, right? Now let me double back. One of the main things that you got to understand about your local Libra is this, right? We value balance, peace, yeah. Oh, does this go with balance and peace? Balance, peace, and fairness. We can't stand for shit to be unfair. We can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? Like justice, like if there was a poll done, I'm willing to venture that the majority of defense attorneys are Libras. You know what I'm saying? Like that might not be true because defense attorneys suck. But so I'm not gonna go into the legal part, but most of your true defenders of rights, you know what I'm saying? Like people that really give a damn about the fairness and the justice, the real true justice of a thing, people that really care about people and care about people's rights, that's going to be out there fighting for people and their rights genuinely and don't care about no money, Libras. Because that's what we care about. We care about fairness, we care about justice. If it's fair and it's just, we'll rock with it. If it's not fair and it's just, you're going to hear our mouth. I was in a meeting today, and while I'm not going to go into a lot of details, when it comes to kids, you need to keep it a buck with me. You need to keep it all the way a buck with me, because if you come with some shenanigans and it's dealing with some kids and kids being hurt and kids not getting the best deal out of the bag, pass me by. Please pass me by, because remember the whole thing with the battle of words and wit. It'll begin, and I promise you're gonna be woefully unprepared. You are not fit. So but balance. So here's an example of the duality of Libra and when it comes to balance, right? The social loner. I can be in the midst of a group of people and be happy. The balance would be I could be by my damn self and be happy. Be straight, right? What's another example of the balance? So we again, this might just be me. I'm one of the most peaceful cats you'll ever run across. I will try to talk you out of me having to do something terrible to you, right? But I love to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like hurting people. That is, it's a crazy balance. Like, I don't like hurting people, but I like to fight. The reason why that makes sense is because I love the art of pugilism. There's an art to it, you know. It's not just trying to beat somebody up, you know what I'm saying? There's an art to pugilism, you know, and it's a beautiful art. You know, I love watching martial arts. You know, I love the artistry of it. I like MMA. You know, I was just never one to kick somebody in the face. You know, that just never was my style. You know, but I love the beauty and the art of karate and Muay Thai and all that. You know, I love all that. But it's the art of it. So it's not about hurting nobody. It's about the art form, right? I love watching a good knockout. I know the dude that got knocked out got hurt. But it depends on how it was done, you know? Like, okay, Tyson knockouts, some of the most beautiful things you'll ever see in your life, right? When Azim Rahman knocked out the tall British dude, what is his name? I cannot think of his name. I got his face in my head too. Dreads, tall, about 6'6", 6'7". Ran the heavyweight division for like a decade. Man, I can't think of his name. Anyway, he got knocked out by Hazim Rahman, and it was a lazy left. He hit him with that lazy left. Came down, faked on him, and just caught him. It was the bottom of the 99th, and he just caught him, knocked him the hell out. Lennox Lewis, thank you, Randall. My dude, Lil Randall, thank you. Lennox Lewis, yeah, real rap. When he knocked out Lennox Lewis, that was an ugly knockout. That was ugly. I didn't like it. Mike Tyson, though, when Mike hit you with that dip, step out, and ooh, it is a thing of beauty. His footwork is a thing of beauty, right? That's what I like. That's the duality. I could be peaceful and still like to see you get knocked out, right? Which leads me to the next one, right? Libras may not have created this, but we mastered it, right? Libras have become the master of fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Like, Libras have become the master of that. Like, we may not be the only master, but we are definitely one of the masters, you know? So it's like, leave us alone. We'll leave you alone, right? Bother us. We're going to ask you politely and with a smile on our face, leave us alone, right? If you persist and you make us resort to things that we do not like to resort to, we will thrash you. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck around and find out. So, you know, that just is what it is. And the reason why is because Libras are very understanding of what our wrath looks like. Anybody that knows me knows who my favorite Marvel character is. If you watch Marvel, but you may not know me that well, let me give you a hint. Only those that watch Marvel movies will understand what I'm about to do. And it'll let you know who my favorite character is. That's all I'm saying, right? We understand our wrath, right? And that's why we so quiet. That's why we lay back. It has, I promise you, it has nothing to do with fear. It's not, you know, it has to do with, all right, so my dad used to always tell me, you know what you can do. They don't know what you can do, right? You know what you're capable of. They don't know what you're capable of, right? So that's kind of thing. I'm trying to save you from you, you know. So yeah, that is. What else? One of the things, another thing about Libra is this. We're natural psychologists, so we don't have a problem with giving you advice. But if you ask a Libra for advice and you ask us to be honest and truthful, I'm going to tell you now, tread cautiously when you ask a Libra for advice and you ask us to be honest and truthful. Either one of those could potentially hurt your feelings, right? Your feelings could potentially get hurt, right? Because what we say will be honest and true. You're just not gonna want to hear it unless you're in an emotionally intelligent place in your life to where you can hear the truth and learn from the constructive criticism of another, right? However, if you are still in a place of denial, your feelings are going to be hurt. You're going to say that we're trying to hurt your feelings. You're going to say that we're mean, and we're not. We're not being mean. We're not trying to be mean. We're giving you exactly what you asked for. You asked us to be honest. You asked us to be truthful. If we're both and you're not ready for it, that's on you. Don't talk to a Libra about that, right? What are the categories? Libras in conflict. So Libras are extremely good in a conflict, right? Whether that conflict is like massive or one-on-one, simply because Libras are exceptional communicators, right? We're exceptional communicators. We are very good in a conversation, very good in a dialogue. Like, I call myself multilingual, right? What I mean by multilingual, it's not that I speak a whole gang of languages. It's the fact that you can put me in front of anybody and I will excel, right? You can put me in the hood in front of nothing but gangsters and killers, and I can talk to them and they will understand me and they'll want to rock. You can put me in front of a panel of professors at Harvard University, and I will regale them with tales of my entire life, and I will speak in a manner in which they can understand, and they will think that I have the highest of educations at a university, and I do not. You know what I'm saying? They won't know though, because I have the ability to regale whoever, right? Which kind of goes into the next thing, the charm of Libra, right? Libras tend to be extremely charming individuals, right? We know it when we think about it. We just don't think about it because it's like, who thinks about your nature? Like, do the sun really know it's hot? You know, does it? Doesn't really care, you know, like, we don't think about things like charm. Like, all we know is that we have an eloquence to our speech and a sway to our way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if the way we move charms you, hey, that's on you. This is cool. We appreciate it. You know, we like being liked. At the same time, our cutoff game is strong. We don't give a fuck about. We don't give a damn about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't want to respect? Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. when we say cool, like we mean it. Like people be thinking that we be playing when we be like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah, we good. And when we bounce and you never see us again, cutoff game is strong. You know, like when we care with our whole heart. When we love with our whole heart. But when we are done, we're done. It's a burrito. I'm trying to tell you, just wrap it up, send it somewhere imaginary. Because we don't care about it no more. We ain't gonna think about it. So tread lightly, because hold on. Because I had this somewhere. I don't even know where I put it. But one of the other things about Libras is this. We disassociate extremely well. We can disassociate extremely well. and so that is another word that describes Libras. We're clever, you know. Libras tend to be clever, you know. We got clever words, we got clever ways, we got clever thoughts that pour out of our mouths, and that's just what it is, you know. We don't even think about it. We don't even know that we're doing it. For real. Like it just comes out as who we are, right? So what else do you need to know about your local Libra? Oh, we're good with distance. That's what I was trying to get to. We are very good with distance. Like, again, if we love you, you're gonna know it, because we always want you around. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll feel your energy. If you're a good person, we want good energy. You know, like the song says, I don't want no negativity around me. That's a Libra. That's a Libra. We want good energy. We don't like negativity. That's why we don't like to argue. We don't like to argue. Like, we'll let you win. We'll let you win. We don't care. We will let you win. Just not to argue. We don't like conflict. We don't, you know, and we will allow ourselves to relent to you being right, even if you're not, just to avoid the conflict, you know. Like, we are in conflict resolution, we are your quintessential turtles. Like, real rap. I don't know what I did, little girl. What did I do? I told you. Hey, stop playing, man. Stop playing. I don't even know what I did. So whatever it is that I did, it happened. It happened organically. How about we do that? What else? A Libra, going back to the love thing, a Libra will give you the world. Like a Libra will get on some 90s R&B type stuff. We'll give you the sun, the rain. We'll give you some shit that only God is supposed to be able to give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll give you the sun, the rain, moon, stars, mountains. We'll give you all that. You know, we'll give you the world. We'll give you all that, right? Until you cross us. And as soon as that happens, cutoff game strong. So what else? We love reliable people. Like, if we can depend on you and we can rely on you, that is a trait that resonates with us, because we are a very reliable people as well. So we love people that we can depend on, people that we can rely on, because we reciprocate that. Like, we're not a penny for penny reciprocation. Like I said, we're not a tit for tat type of sign. You know, We don't believe in penny for penny reciprocations. We believe that if we do something for you, we doing it out the kindness of our heart. We're doing it because we care about you, you know. And I don't even mean somebody that we actually know. Like, we can meet somebody on the street for the first time ever in life and be like, here, you know, because in the back of our mind, in the back of our psyche, in the back of our conscience, we realize and we understand that when you do good by people, you get good back. That's why people think Libras are lucky. We not lucky. We blessed. There's a difference. We're blessed by the Creator. The Creator loves us because we're good to people. And when you are good to people, good things happen to you. It's called high frequency. We are vibrating at a level that's on another level, you know. And we're not trying. It's in our nature to be kind. You know, we open doors for people. We do kind things for people without them having to ask us, you know, and it's just who we are. We're not trying to be somebody that we're not, you know. So there that is. Some of the main words that will describe a Libra: diplomatic, charismatic, objective, fair. They'll say social, but like I said, I'm a loner. I like being alone. I like being around. See, that's the balance and that's the duality of it. You know, I like being alone and I like being around a lot of people. You know, like, it don't matter to me either way. I'm cool with both, right? What else? Is there anything else that I need to tell you about your local Libra that I may have? Let me hit this, and I'm gonna start to exit out. Here's one of the last things that you need to know right now about your local Libra. Okay, two more things. Number one, we are not indecisive. People have historically called Libras indecisive. That is not true. Like I said, we're overthinkers. We overanalyze, but at the same time, we need all of them. We need all of the facts, all of the pertinent facts. You know, the reason why it seems like Libras tend to be indecisive, we're not indecisive. We just need all the facts before we can make a decision. If we only have these facts that are asinine and these facts that don't make no sense, but it's not all of the facts completely, then no, we're not gonna make a decision because we don't like saying things that are unintelligent. So if we can't say something that's intelligent, if we can't make an intelligent decision, we're not gonna make a decision at all, which makes us seem indecisive. But it's not true. If you give us all the information that we need to make an informed decision, we'll make a decision very quickly. And we'll make a logical, informed, and intelligent decision, right? But if you don't give us all the information, then no, we won't make a decision. And it'll come off as indecisive. What else? That was the penultimate thing. The last thing is probably going to be this. Probably. Libras do tend to change their minds a lot, right? And it's because, again, we overanalyze, we think. When we analyze like this, we'll come up with this, and we were like, hold up, wait, I forgot to add the one, you know. And so we may change our minds, but when we make a decision, we make a decision. The caveat to that, not the caveat, the exception to that would be this. A Libra can make a life-altering decision like that. Like we will change our whole lifestyle in a moment. Like one day we might be eating pork and eating everything on the pig, and the next day we'll be like, you know what? I'm never eating pork again in my life. It's like that. One day we'll be like, I need to eat 5 meals a day, never work out, and don't lift no weights. And next day we are gym rats. Because we're impulsive. You know, we tend to be impulsive, but we're impulsive in a way that's gonna enhance or increase our lives. We're not impulsive in a reckless or a dangerous way. We're not impulsive where our feet turn backwards. We're impulsive where whatever we're impulsive about is gonna give us forward steps. All right. There's a lot to know about your local Libra. we are not complicated. We are complex, but we're simple at the same time. Which is why I always say that your local Libra is simply complex. All right. That's it. I like to give a shout out to my big brother, my guy, my dude, Tommy Kenyon, and the entire Kenyon family. They have suffered a loss in the family. So keep your prayers up and your spirits high for the Kenyon family. Shout out to my guy Tommy, man. Other than that, shout out to everybody in Kansas City that's doing something productive in the community. Whether you are a coach, a teacher, a mentor, whoever you are, whatever you're doing for kids, whatever you're doing for people that are less fortunate than you are, shout out and salute to you as well, right? Shout out to my guy Kasha. That's my producer on a lot of the films that I'm about to be working on. Shout out to my guy Johnny Waller. Shout out to everybody that was in the comments tonight. I'm gonna miss people because there's people that I really can't see on here. But shout out to my guy my fellow Libra. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to my guy Lil Randall, Lil Durrell, and everybody else that tuned in to Uncensored and Unfiltered on Notoriously Opinionated. And so hopefully this episode gave you some insight into your local Libra, to where if you deal with a Libra, whether it be in a friendship, in a situationship, in a relationship, or whether you just meeting a Libra for the first time, right? You know how to approach them. If they stare at you and they don't say nothing, run away, run fast, run far, right? Especially if they not saying nothing. They that little Asian dude in the back of the room that done sent everybody else in front of him to get their ass kicked, and he's just in the back of the room, and it's still 50 dudes out front because everybody done beat up everybody he done sent, and he's just in the back of the room. He just walks up to him like, "I'm going to kill you all," and then he just gets tearing through everybody. Run far, run fast, right? Tune in next week. Notoriously Opinionated, unscripted, uncensored, on Notoriously Opinionated. Same notorious time, same notorious station. Until then, I'm out.